Before we get into the video, what is different about me? I wonder what could be different about little old me. Oh, I did my hair? Are you sure? I did my hair and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The afro was cute and all, but I'm tired. I'm exhausted. How does it look? How does it look?
Oh my gosh, she's bald. She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair.
I know. And I have a little bit of makeup and I have different glasses. Like, it's just a whole new person. I know you almost didn't recognize me, and that's okay.
You got me.
Also, I recently got Disney Plus and I don't know what to watch, because the reason why we got Disney Plus was because of Avatar. I know this video is not about that, but I just wanted a few recommendations here and there on what to watch, because we got a year-long subscription, so I have a year to decide what to watch. Hi there, netizens. It's Ntando and welcome. As you guys know, or should know, or would have guessed based on my accent, I am South African. I'd actually be more concerned if you thought I'm not. What did you think I was? Japanese? Genki desu ka? Oh, genki desu. Okay, I learned that yesterday. And I was scrolling through YouTube doing my due diligence, just looking for a video to watch during dinner time. And I came across this very interesting video. 25 wild South African facts that break your brain. I'd like to believe that I know a lot about my country, but you can always learn more. I feel like I would know these and I feel like I wouldn't really be shocked. But I was like, let us see them together. Instead of me just watching it alone and be boring, let me watch it with you guys and actually see what I do and do not know about South Africa. Why are there captions? I can do this myself. It's not Netflix.
How well do you really know South Africa? Because did you know that South Africa is the only country on Earth with 3 capital cities? And each one handles a completely different branch of government. How about the fact that the ocean around the southern tip of this country runs in 2 completely opposite directions at the same time?
Isn't it? Okay. The first one, we all knew that we have 3 capital cities in our country. We are special. And if they also mention 11 national languages, I'd know that they're very much predictable. But when it comes to... Wait. What did he say? No.
And handles a completely different branch of government. How about the fact that the ocean around the southern tip of this country runs in 2 completely opposite directions?
Yes. Isn't it the... Let's guess. We're gonna get this. It is the Pacific.
Nope.
And... how many oceans are there? I feel like we knew that. I just don't remember the fact that it was in South Africa. I didn't remember the fact that it's in South Africa. Oh, by South Africa. So by the tip, it means Cape Town. Yeah, I'm smart. Sometimes I forget how smart I can be.
So here are 25 truly wild South Africa facts that will completely break your brain. Number 25. 3 capitals.
Oh, that is quite awkward, because I thought we just dive right into it. I tried showing off, y'all. Don't mind that part. I was just showing y'all what to expect for the rest of the video, to show you that I'm really that educated.
Will completely break your brain. Number 25. 3 capitals, 1 country. South Africa is the only country in the world with 3 separate capital cities. Pretoria is the executive capital, where the president and government...
Okay, before that, let us play a quiz. Let's play a little quiz just to see how educated we are about South Africa. If you're not in South Africa, I don't know. So what are the 3 capital cities of South Africa? What are the 3 capital cities in South Africa? We have Pretoria, we have Cape Town, and we have Bloemfontein. Is it?
Government administration operate. Cape Town is the legislative capital, where Parliament sits. Bloemfontein is the judicial capital, home to the Supreme Court of Appeal.
There we go.
No other country divides its capital functions across 3 separate cities. Number 24. 2 oceans colliding in real time. Off the southern tip of South Africa, two of the world's great oceans meet. The cold Benguela Current sweeps north up the Atlantic coast from Antarctica. The warm Agulhas Current flows south down the Indian Ocean side.
It is the Pacific. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for the miscommunication. I know I said Pacific and something, and Pacific. It was brain fog. Like, don't mind that one. It is the Indian and the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
I know, you also thought the same. It's okay. People make mistakes, but don't do that ever again.
These two bodies of water collide. Swimmers at certain beaches have reported the temperature difference changing from one hand to the other within a single stroke. That invisible line in the water is where two of the planet's largest ocean systems press against each other every single day. The oldest mountains you've never heard of. The Barberton Greenstone Belt in Mpumalanga province contains some of the oldest rocks anywhere on Earth's surface, with formations dating back 3.5 billion years. Earth itself is 4.5 billion years old, which means these rocks have been here for nearly 80% of the planet's entire history.
Isn't it crazy how you live in such... Okay, we know, or I know that South Africa is a what's the word, not rainbow nation, but it is a very blessed country. But the fact that I didn't know that there were mountains that were over 3 billion years old and had minerals that scientists are interested in right here in Mpumalanga is crazy. Did you know that? I don't think you knew that. And I feel like as people we need to learn more about our countries, not just South Africans, but as people we need to learn more about our countries, because how come we didn't know this, and how come we were never taught this in geography? Okay, maybe people who did geography in grade 10, 11, 12, maybe they know this, but I don't know this, and I need to appreciate my country more.
The most famous resident, a skeleton called Littlefoot, is estimated to be 3.67 million years old. She lay undiscovered in a cave for millions of years, while everything in human history happened above her. When scientists finally retrieved her, she was still in the same position she died in.
Oh no. Oh no. How sad. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not supposed to be sad, it's supposed to be educational and interesting, but the fact that this being died all alone and no one ever thought of looking for... Okay, maybe she was just... But I'm sure she had a family, and she was just there, and she died alone, and no one ever thought of looking for her until years or millions of years later. That is such a sad life.
On warm beaches a short drive from Cape Town, in a climate that reaches summer temperatures above 30 degrees Celsius. They arrived thousands of years ago following cold upwellings of the Benguela Current that bring nutrient-rich water close to shore. Boulder's Beach near Simonstown has a permanent colony that shares the sand with swimmers and sunbathers. If you've ever seen a penguin waddling past a beach umbrella, it was probably here.
Fun fact, which I don't think it's a fun fact, it's quite sad. I've never been to Cape Town. I've actually never been out of my province or state. Whoever is watching this, I've never been out, and I feel like there's just a lot to discover, because I do want to travel, I do want to see the world, but I haven't even seen my own country. And if you were to show me those penguins and ask me where they are situated, I'd probably also say Antarctica. Next up, the biggest diamond. If you are South African watching this, where was the biggest diamond found? No, don't ask me, I'm asking you. You need to answer first, and then I will tell you if you're correct or not.
The Cullinan diamond, discovered in 1905 in a mine near Pretoria, was the largest gem-quality rough diamond ever found. It weighed 3,106 carats before cutting, roughly the size of a human fist. The largest pieces cut from it now sit in the British Crown Jewels and the Royal Scepter.
But another thing that I don't appreciate is the fact that they took our big fist-like diamond and transported it to England, where they're the ones wearing the diamond. It's the same vibe as King Shaka trading our land for a mirror. That thing still kills me to this day, especially because I think of how King Shaka's people are. Their leader traded their land for a mirror just to see himself when he could have went to the river and looked at himself. It's crazy business. And the reason why I'm talking with one hand is because I'm cold. Is that okay with you? Also, just disclaimer, we are not gonna be looking at all 25 facts just because if you want to see it yourself, you just go watch the video. This is just a reaction. If you see number 19 and don't see number 18 but see number 16, no, that's the reason why.
Every year between June and July, an event called the Sardine Run transforms the eastern coast of South Africa into the largest marine predator gathering anywhere on the planet. Billions of sardines migrate northward from the cold waters off the Cape. Dolphins, sharks, whales, seals, and gannets converge on this corridor simultaneously.
You know what I don't like about this video is the fact that he keeps on saying South African coastline. Which coastline? Western Cape, KZN, Eastern Cape, like which coastline exactly, so that I can avoid it? Because what do you mean every June, July there's a pack of sardines gathering? Oh, I know I'm going to puberty, but gathering and being a whole fest for predators. I've been to the beach once. And the beach is a nice place. It's refreshing. It's a cleansing ground. But what do you mean they are sharks? I know you are more likely to be killed by, or you're most likely to be involved in a car accident than being killed by a shark, but regardless, they're still predators. So which coastline, so that I can avoid that? Or at least let me know so that around June, July I can avoid it. I feel like this is such a cool video just because most of the things that we've seen here thus far, you would think they're from other countries like Maldives or Bali, anywhere where people go for enjoyment. You get what I mean? So the fact that it's in South Africa and we don't appreciate it, I'm gonna keep on saying we don't appreciate South Africa very much. And so far I think I know like 3 or 4 facts and I'm South African.
The first wines were planted by Dutch settlers 3.5 centuries ago at the Cape of Good Hope to supply passing ships. Today, the Stellenbosch, Franschhoek, and Parel valleys produce wine that competes at the highest international levels, planted in soil formed from ancient granites and schists that produce flavor profiles found nowhere else on Earth, because the underlying geology is unlike anything found in Europe or South America.
Notice how with most of these cool facts, they're all situated in Cape Town. Whether we like it or not, Cape Town is the place to be. And now it makes sense why Cape Town is such a tourist attraction. Not only for the culture, not only for the food, but the fact that there's just so much history within Cape Town. Like the vineyards, like the Table Mountain, the fact that Jan van Riebeeck first came to South Africa. Jan van Riebeeck's first approach to South Africa was in Cape Town. I don't know why I can't speak. It makes more sense when you look at it like that, because sometimes you ask yourself why is Cape Town always the place to be? This makes sense. We even have wine that's more adequate than in Europe and other countries and continents.
Number 4. A language explosion. South Africa has 11 official languages. Not 2, not 4, 11. Zulu, Xhosa, Afrikaans, English, Sepedi, Setswana, Sesotho, Tsonga, Swati, Venda, and Ndebele are all recognized at the national...
Quick, how many languages can you speak?
What do you mean by that?
How many languages can you speak as a South African? I'll go first. I can speak, of course, English, but it's not part of, but still. Afrikaans, I can say, ek praat bietjie Afrikaans, maar ek kan nie Afrikaans praat nie because I never liked Afrikaans. I never will like Afrikaans just because I didn't like the fact that I was forced to learn a different language other than English. And then I know Setswana, I know Sepedi, I know Zulu, I know of Ndebele, and I know of Xhosa. Like, you know, those type of languages whereby you don't realize that you took some of the words from that language, but you did because of where you grew up. That's me. But I'm not fluent in any language. I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
The diversity reflects 300 years of layered migration, colonization, and indigenous culture. Xhosa and Zulu both use click consonants that have no equivalent sound in any European language. To someone who grew up speaking only European languages, hearing either for the first time sounds less like a language and more like a code. Here is the one almost nobody who hasn't studied geology knows. The gold deposits of the Witwatersrand were not created by volcanic activity or tectonic forces. They were created by ancient rivers. About 3 billion years ago, rivers flowing from now vanished mountain ranges carried gold particles downstream and deposited them in a shallow inland sea. For 3 billion years, that gold sat untouched, while everything in the history of life played out above it. And then, in 1886, a farmer in the Transvaal stumbled across an outcrop on his land, and within a decade, the greatest gold rush in history had pulled so much of that ancient riverbed to the surface that it changed the map of the world and started a war. Most people who handle a gold ring have no idea they are touching the work of a river that dried up before the first fish ever evolved.
Okay. A part of me kind of wishes they never discovered the gold, just because. Do I really want to say that? No, I don't want to say that. I might keep it to myself. But it should have just been left untouched. But as humans, curiosity will always be the death of us. The reason why we decide to exhume each and everything that we see in our way. It would have been something so sacred. It could have used maybe 3 billion years more to not be discovered. That was actually quite interesting, and it made me realize that I know nothing about South Africa. Or maybe it's because of this particular video, the fact that it's looking at mostly geographical information. And that just shows you that school doesn't teach you anything, but you must go to school, because if it wasn't for school, I wouldn't know some of the things that I know today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please do comment down below which country you are from. And as a South African, did you know any of this information, or you're just like me and you're just clueless and you're just the girl or just the guy and you're just there like living life, not knowing about your country and not appreciating it enough? It's been Intando, and I'm signing out. Peace.